Hey guys, it's Perlin, and we're continuing off with our building with steel series. And in this video, we're going to be building favorites program. So this program is already implemented in Anchor over in the program examples repo on the Solana developers GitHub. So I just want to show you guys how this is implemented in Anchor before we move on to steel. I chose Anchor because most people are familiar with Anchor, so I figured it would be more easier to understand. So yeah, what this program does is it has only one instruction. It's called set favorites, and it takes the number, color, or bees. So the favorite number, color, or bees of a certain user, and it just sets it to an account. So it's also a PDA that's created here with the seed favorites. So let's just implement that in Steel. Yeah, so first off, let's create a new Steel program. So it's going to be Steel new favorites, CD favorites. So I like to start off with API typically when I'm writing Steel programs. Let's get this to compile. I also like it to be a good practice to show you guys that everything is working currently before we start breaking stuff. So still build. Yeah. So with state is pretty basically things we're going to be changing and passing around. So let's check the Anchor version to figure out what the state is. So over here the state is just this favorite struct. So we can just copy it and paste in our steel version. Is it done building? Give it a minute to build. Yeah, and it's done building. That works. So let's paste this over here. Name this to favorites. Over here we have to rename the file, so we have to set this to favorites. This program is going to fail, but I don't want it to be for these minor reasons. Let's comment this out. Okay. So it fails because of we're using string over here. So we need to define the length of this of color of this value. And in Anchor, they do something similar. They put this attribute max length to know, okay, how big this string can possibly be. So if we want to do something similar in steel, we'd use an array. So we just say u816. So we're just defining the length for this string. So we could just use helper function to convert it between bytes to string, but this just helps us tell the program that, oh, this is how big, this is the space we want this value to take. So with Vex, we're going to do a similar thing, but it's going to be an array of arrays instead. So it's going to be u8 16, and we're just going to, so yeah, this is telling us that we're going to have just three arrays, but depending on the program you're building, you could make it bigger or smaller. Yeah, so okay, almost done with stage over here. So this function is just to get the address of our favorites PDA. That's the account we're going to be using to store the the user's favorites, should I say things? Yeah, the user's favorite things. So over here we use this function called find program address, which, as the name says, is supposed to find the program address, and it takes the seed and the program ID, the current program ID. So counter was previously the seeds for the counter example. And if we check the Anchor version, the seeds are supposed to be favorites as a in bytes. So just this. So if I ever that's all. And let's rename this favorites. Yeah, that's it. And we have to copy this and yeah. So the point of this is just to like get the address of the PDA, and we're going to be using it in SDK. Yeah, we're going to be using it SDK. Next, let's okay. We don't need error instruction. So over instruction is pretty much where we just like have the our instruction data. By instruction data, I mean like what we're going to be sending in our instruction. So basically, the favorite things of the user. Do favorites. Yeah. So over here we could just say data favorites. Favorites is not going to be in scope. We have to bring it in scope. So we just say use create state favorites. And we should be good here. What's the problem? What? Favorites. Oh, seems like a typo. Oh, I think I messed this up. Oh, okay. So this is supposed to be set favorites. Yeah, set favorites. So we're naming it after the instruction set favorites exactly. Naming it after the instruction, and it's only like the data we the data is going to be of type favorites, basically the favorite things of the user. Lib is good, and over we move on to SDK. So we majorly like use SDK during our test inside our program itself. While we're doing the program logic, we won't really need it. Yeah, so we have the program ID and we have the accounts. So over in the Anchor version, so we see in the account struct, these are basically the accounts we are going to be needing for this instruction. It has user, it has favorites, which is the PDA, and we have the system program. So that means, oh, those are the same accounts we're going to be needing for this instruction. So we can just switch this to user. This really is what I just did. It really isn't a big deal. It's just like I'm just changing the name. Over here, this is now going to be favorites PDA. Remember, this is the function we implemented earlier to like help us get the address of the favorites PDA. Yeah. And this is the system program. So over here, we need to set this as set favorites. Remember, we defined the instruction data over here, set favorites. So that's what we're passing in here. And remember, it takes data, and data is basically just the favorite structs. And yeah, we should be good to go. We're done here. Let's rebuild. Okay, program is definitely going to fail. So let's delete add. Go to lib.rs. Yeah, so we're not using add anymore. We can just remove add. That's not right. Yeah, we can remove add, and over here we just do set favorites. And in process initialize, we're going to do process set favorites instead. This function is currently not defined. It's supposed to be over here. So we're also going to rename this to set favorites. Yeah. So yeah, we're supposed to define it over here. So set favorites. Yeah. And save this, and it should be good. So when I'm loading accounts, typically in Stale, I like to have like the SDK on the side to like guide me on to know like what accounts I'm supposed to load. So over here we just have user, the favorites PDA, and the system program. So this will be user info. And this will be favorites info and system program. So with this, we've like loaded the accounts. And what's next is validation. So the validation we typically do for the signer is we just use this method to like tell us that, oh, is this a signer? You can look up implementation in the Steel GitHub, but you could just look at it on docs.rs. Well, I can't. I'd like to go deeper into it, but I'd like to make this video as fast as possible. Yeah, favorites info. Yeah, so we're done like validating our first account to basically make sure that oh, this account is a signer. Next, the favorites info is like it's a new account, it's not created yet, so we have to make sure it's empty. We have to make sure it's writable, and also that it has this seed. So yeah, so as seed takes two params, which is the seeds and the program ID. So this isn't going to be it's not going to be counter anymore. It's going to be supposed to be favorites. And yeah, we're done with our checks for the favorites PDA. Next, we go with system program. So all this does is just like check if this is a program and what program, the system program, that's it. So next, we just like initialize the favorites PDA. So also if you want to like learn more about how this like function works under the hood, you could like just look into docs.rs. But for now, trust me, bro, it creates a program account. Yeah, so change this to favorites info. Favorites info. Signer info. This is going to be user info. And this is just the seed, so favorites done. And voila, like that we've created this. Is just like creates the program ID, the program accounts. So remember from the Anchor program, we're not just creating the favorites PDA, we're also like setting particular things. So we're setting the users favorite things. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next couple of lines. Favorites. Favorites. Favorites info. Yeah. Okay, now to actually set the data for in the instruction, we also have to like get the data. So we get the data from here, but it's going to be in bytes, so we have to like convert it. So we'll be like, let args set favorites, try from bytes. Should we try from bytes, then data, just like that. And it's going to return the result. So we use that and set so it's now going to be args dot data, and we should be good. Yeah, we actually are good. Yeah, we are good. Why does lib.rs throw an error? Oh, over here we don't use add anymore, so we have to like remove it. Yeah, so we should be good on the program side. Let me do still build. Yeah, we're good. So what's next is to like write the test to validate that what we did just now works. So over here in test. So these are the tests for the default template. So we have to like make it work with our new code. So remember previously, oh, this is still setting initialize. Yeah, I said the SDK, we're going to be using the SDK in the test. So that's what we're going to do now. Notice we didn't use it in the program itself. We're just going to be using it in the test, and it takes in two params. It takes the pub key of the user and the data, like the data, the favorite things of the user. So we have to like define that. So first is going to be the number. So let's make it 75 devs. Inside joke. That was so cringe. Yeah, so after number, I forgot this definition. So then after number, we have color. Yeah, so color, let's make that Solana purple. Yeah, and hobbies. So hobbies is going to be an array of arrays. So hobbies equals do. Oh, also another mistake. Remember, it's in bytes, so we're going to be using a helper function. So this is new in still 3.0. It's not available in 2.0. So in case you don't see it in 2.0, it's in 3.0. So string to bytes, 16 to be consistent. It's probably will be able to like pick that up. Well, let's just do that to make it consistent. And it returns a result, so we can't do that. So let's unwrap. Yeah. So hobbies, I wrote this program before, so that's why it's showing us all this. The string bytes. Why is that? So okay, string. Why is this so hard to type suddenly? String 2 bytes. I think it's distracting me the way I'm seeing this thing right in my face. Yeah, string 2 bytes. So let's say our first hobby is coding. Cringe. Go get the life. Yeah. So yeah, so coding, we could say our other hobby is reading, another hobby is gaming. Personally, I like to game. Clear this out, it's a mistake. And they all return, okay, unwrap takes care of that. So data, yeah. So we do let data. This is going to be set favorites, data. Mm, mm, sorry, yeah. Was the program no such field in sets? Oh, this is supposed to be favorites. Yeah. So this is our data. It's favorite because in our SDK, that's the type we give its favorites. So over here, we just like compute data and we're good. So if this transaction is successful, then this asset is going to pass. If not, it's not going to pass. Well, let me look at it over one more time. Let's change this to UH. Oh, number is just going to be, I don't think it's going to get that big. And let's test. It works. So our transaction is successful, but that's not enough. We still have to verify that the um, favorite PDA was created and the right values were set. So typically, honestly, I like the templates. I just work with the templates. I'm a pretty lazy guy. I don't code everything from starts if I don't need to. Favorites, PDA. Yeah. Okay. Account. So, should be favorites. Okay. So remember what we're doing is just we're trying to. Well, since it's favorites, this is going to be number. Looking at it one more time to make sure everything is right. So let's run our test. Yeah, and everything is okay, and that tells us that our tests are right. That our program, like everything is set properly. So I only added number first, but let's add the rest and see how it goes. And yeah, it all works. So funny enough, yeah, I guess this is the end of the video, but I'm just going to yap a bit. Funny enough, doing this whole same thing is actually like what I did in there was a bounty super team earn. I think I did it last year, and it was just about writing steel programs, and this is like was one of the examples I wrote. And if you go to the examples over here, you see the PR was actually from me. And yeah, it was a bounty. I got paid. So I think this is pretty decent knowledge. And it's also going to be nice for people who are like writing their programs from Anchor to like Steel, because I know a lot of people are going to be doing that to save CUs and all that. So yeah. And a comparison that I would like to like highlight. Previously, I had to like find a couple of utils to actually like write this program like last year, but now still as the this helper these functions already there. I actually like made the PR to add them, so still is growing, and there are a couple of things that are being added to make it better. Currently, I'm working on a PR for like to add Pinocchio, so we use less CUs and all that. But yeah, still is growing, and we're open to contributors. Where I'm not the owner of still, so I can't say we're open to contributors. But yeah, I think other child would like to see more people contribute. So I'm working on the Pinocchio integration, and I'm still working on the book with like a bunch of guys, but it'd be nice to have a couple of more help. So if you want to help, just like go over to the repos, and there are a couple of issues. You could text me on Twitter, text me on, and we just organize the whole thing and get it done. But yeah, this has been episode two. Can I say episode? But the second video of like building with steel, and we made a simple favorite program, like setting the favorites things of a particular user. So please don't like to forget to like, share, and do all the things every other YouTuber tells you to do. Bye.